Assalamualaikum and greetings to lecturer and friends. Today, we will be presenting chapter review of topic 6. This topic is about mobilities and information technology. This topic consists of mobile technologies ecosystem, mobile devices, signals and sensors, mobile operating system and apps, and functions of mobile devices in tourism. Here is our presenter, Nurul Akila binti Ishaq, Syafiqah Hanim binti Muhammad, Nur Farha binti Zulkifli, and Nur Syuhada binti Amdan.
Hi, my name is Syafiqah Hanim binti Muhammad. Here I am is to give a little bit of introduction about mobilities and information technology. Over the last decade, the mobile devices have become such an essential part of our lives. The use of mobile devices have changed our daily lifestyles, especially our traditional methods of traveling.
Hi everyone, my name is Farha binti Zulkifli. So, mobile technology ecosystem. Mobile technologies ecosystem is from multiple device software companies and process with data to share by user from one device to another device. It can starting with smartphone, tablet or computer. Mobile technology ecosystem also can be big or small depending on how you use it. Ecosystem needs two or more devices like run on an OS and web connectivity. So why we need this mobile technologies ecosystem? It's because to share info across different devices without the need cables and wires. Second, instant access of data from anywhere with any connection device. So the last one is give the user a simple way of sharing and restoring data across different device and platform. So this figure show to you mobile technologies ecosystem in a travel context. Mobile technology ecosystem that have six major. The first one is mobile device. Mobile device and operating system OS, visual assistant apps, signaling technologies, and sensing technologies are all important components of most gadgets. The component enable the device to recognize inputs and conduct a variety of tasks. Next is contact. Contact is sensing and signaling technologies operate together to capture contextual information about the user's environment, including location, time, and other objects. Next is contact providers. Content provider is these are the people who provide content for mobile device like travel provider, mediator, advertisements, websites, social media, search engines, and third-party information like weather forecast, currency change are all example are third-party information. So next networks provider offer the telephony service on which mobile device are run with the advent of smartphones. The needs for proper network service has increased manifold. For example, is to use a cellular network, consumer must first sign up with a network provider or carrier. Also, you can see for this mobile technology ecosystem, major is travelers, users that use OS and apps interface to engage with mobile device in a travel setting. Uh, uh, Sensors are also used by device to collect contextual data from travelers. For example, eye tracking or movement. So the last one is companions and friends. These are those companies and individuals that provide the necessary service and infrastructure in the value chain. Company and companions and friends is mobile device used by traveler to communicate with their journey companions and also friends and relatives who are located somewhere. These pictures incorporate social aspect of daily living into the trip experience.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurul Akila and I will be covering mobile devices, signals and sensors. Technology nowadays are designed with signals and sensors that allow the products to transmit the data from sender to receiver at different places. These are several of examples for mobile devices such as digital cameras, portable computers, wearable devices like iWatch, a GPS, smartphones and tablets. So without sensors or signals, these devices will not be able to function properly and it may be useless. So in the next slide, I will be explaining about types of sensors that is now used in our latest technology. So what do we know about sensors? A sensor is a device that detects the change in the environment and responds to some output on the other system. In other words, a sensor converts a physical phenomenon into a measurable analog voltage that is converted into a human-readable display. We chose a smartphone as our example for this slide. There are 9 sensors that we can recognize by using a smartphone. Firstly, a touchscreen sensors. A touchscreen sensor is an interactive screen that responds to touch from fingers or a stylus pen, which means that the touchscreen enables the user to interact directly with what is displayed. The second sensor is a microphone. It is a tool that captures audio by converting a sound wave into an electrical signal. So, when we speak, a sound wave created by your voice carries energy toward the microphone. The third sensor is a digital camera. Digital camera is the vital component for a smartphone because it acts as an eye for mobile devices to capture photos and videos. Digital cameras and microphone are both able to store the data digitally. The fourth is the pressure sensors, which its function is by converting pressure into an electrical signal inputs to the devices. The fifth is the ambient light sensors, which is the sensor that helps to adjust screen display based on amount of ambient light by reducing power consumption. It can be seen automatically if you have an auto brightness mode in your smartphone. The sixth sensor is the temperature and humidity. It is an environmental sensor that focuses on detecting changes of electrical current in the air, which means it can detect the changes of weather and temperature of your areas automatically. In these slides, these three sensors are linked its function together. As you can see from the example of the movement in the screen displays are changing according to its rotation. This works by the seventh sensor, which is the gyroscope. A gyroscope is an angular rate sensor that senses a rotation of the mobile devices. The eighth sensors, which is the accelerometers, which is an electromechanical tool that is used to detect a sudden motion of gravity in a surface. This means that if you rotate your smartphone from portrait to landscape, the display on the screen will change to its direction. Lastly, the magnetometers, which is a magnetic sensor that detects changes or disturbance in magnetic field while using the mobile devices. To put it in a similar way, these three sensors supports the movement of mobile devices by sensing the tilt, rotation, and orientation of a device when using applications such as navigation, gaming, and photography. Now, we will be moving on to the signals. There are 7 signals, which is the NFC, Li-Fi, BLE, Wi-Fi, RFID, cellular network, and GPS. The smaller circle above is the transmitter, which is a device that sends messages via radio waves from senders to receivers. These 7 signals are arranged according to their connection range. Firstly, the NFC, that stands for Near Field Communication, is a two-way communication commonly known as a wireless technology, is used in a close distance only, which is less than 7 inch, and by using unpowered NFC chip embedded in objects. It can be seen in our daily lifestyles as a contactless payment system, electronic identification, and electronic ticketing. Second is the Li-Fi. It is a wireless communication technology which utilizes light to transmit data and position between devices with range of 10 meters. It provides a high-speed connections between mobile devices and network access points. But since light wave cannot pass through the walls, a Li-Fi is used for indoor settings such as offices, restaurants, and aircraft cabins. The third is the BLE, which stands for Bluetooth Low Energy. Is a cost-effective version of Bluetooth used to exchange data in a short distance by using short-length microwave transmissions. It can be used with range of more than 30 feet. The fourth is a Wi-Fi. It is a wireless mobile connection to exchange data or to access to internet using radio wave signals from wireless router nearby. The Wi-Fi can be used with the range about 60 feet. Fifth is this RFID. RFID is a wireless non-contact use of radio frequency electromagnetic fields to identify and track items using information coded chips with range about more than 100 meters. Like the NFC, RFID are also embedded their chips, but they can be battery powered or unpowered and activated when the chips are near to electromagnetic reader. It can be seen in travel applications such as smart cards, ID cards, luggage tracking, and more. Sixth is the cellular network. It is a wireless communication network distributed over a large area by telecommunication company. For example, such as a Cellcom Digi MXS, they can reach the signals up to 1 to 5 miles only. And lastly, which is a GPS, which is one of the functional signals as it can be used globally. The GPS is a wireless connection via globally, which means that they provide user location, navigation, and time information as services for direction purposes.
Hi, my name is Shafika Hanim binti Muhammad. I will be presenting the mobile operating systems and apps. A mobile operating system, or widely known as OS for a short form, allows devices like smartphones, tablets, and some others to operate or run an application by those devices. However, some applications may only work on a certain operating system. It also applies as a management for the software and hardware to interact with each other that allows mobile applications to operate on smart devices. Operating systems by far have a variety of features that users love for their smart devices. These are the two most important features of the operating system. Number one, good store for applications. Having operating systems for smartphones or any other smart devices allows users to use applications. Applications are widely used these days due to almost everything we use applications to do things, whether in life, work, or some other things in a daily life. The second most important features of the operating system great battery life. Battery life of smart devices is very much the most important thing that people look up to when buying a smart device. Everything on smart devices requires power to use it, like the processor. Therefore, a great battery life is a very much needed feature for a smart device. As you can see, this is the chart by Silicon UK that shows the percentage of mobile operating systems for smartphones. This shows which operating systems are the most commonly used these days. Let us now see the types of operating system and what are the most commonly used ones. Android OS. Google has developed an open source and free software called Android Operating Systems or Android OS in the year of 2008. Therefore, it makes the Android OS the most commonly used these days at 48% based on the research by Steve McCaskill. Android OS, also known by their cute names of every of their OS versions back in the olden days, such as Jelly Beans, Marshmallow, Kit Kat, etc. And the latest version is called R, as in the letter of R. This leads us to take a look at the other operating systems that are commonly used these days. Apple iOS. After Android OS, Apple iOS, which was known as iPhone OS in the past, is one of the most commonly used at 38% based on the research. iOS also is one of the mobile operating systems that were made exclusively for its smart devices only, and even some of the applications in the Apple Store need to pay before users can install it for security purposes. Apple is known for its processors that were using a great operating system in its smartphones and tablets. Next, at 10.5% is the Windows Mobile OS that has been developed by Microsoft, a well-known American multinational technology corporation. It was published by the year of 2000 as the Pocket PC. However, it was renamed to Windows Mobile in 2003. Windows Mobile OS is an interesting one as they provide a smartphone versions of computer-based applications. It became such a great feature for practical use for users, especially students as well as office workers. Last but not least, BlackBerry and others are the remaining mobile operating systems that exist in this world. For instance, Harmony OS, Symbian OS, and the list goes on. Alright, that is all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Shuhada binti Amdan. I want to present my talk, which is the function of mobile devices. Among the functions of mobile devices in tourism activities is that the state-of-the-art technology can provide specific information to be accessed by tourists who want to travel around the world. Therefore, smartphones and tablets as well as laptops play a very important role in facilitating the search for information on every trip. According to a study conducted by TripAdvisor, almost 42% of every international traveler accesses smartphones and other mobile devices while wanting to travel with family and friends. For example, when wanting to travel, tourists can make reservations through mobile devices such as booking flight tickets, booking hotels, and booking rental cars and other transportations. Therefore, using this popular mobile device will launch every planning done by the traveler. The applications that are often used by tourists and travelers from around the world are Traveloka, Kayak, Hostelworld, Hotel Tonight, and TripIt. In addition, through mobile devices, the availability of tourism applications allows tourists to enjoy an interesting and innovative tourism experience. In conclusion, the use of mobile devices are highly suitable for tourism purposes. There will be more possibility for travel organization and destinations with the new and latest developments, and application will expand in the future. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.